Hello everyone, welcome to PenguinPals. Today I'm your host Nathan Shafir.
I'm Gabriel Colpitz.
Maria Mercado.
Caden Bartley.
And Melina Siroth.
In today's episode we'll be discussing how communication affects motivation and academic performance. And I want to start this episode off talking about how communication and making connections affects your school experience. I want to share a study from Wen Chao and Zhongen Yu. They stated that being part of a community creates a social connection that fosters intrinsic motivation and a desire to achieve goals. And this specific statement right here really resonated with me because in high school, I'd only show up to class if I had friends there. And the same thing here at Clark, it creates a positive learning environment where you have people to collaborate with over the same objective. I was wondering if any of you guys feel the extra motivation when you have connections in class.
Certainly, having that familiarity just increases wanting to do collaboration and wanting to, not only do the project but go above and beyond with it, because you know these people and you start having that bond with them and want them to succeed as much as you do.
Going off of what Caden said, I know for me personally, I tend to try to go to school regardless of whether I know someone or not, but if I am friendly with someone in that class and I have that connection with them, I feel more excited and ready to be there versus if I didn't have that connection, there wouldn't be as much motivation to consistently, keep up and keep doing that effort. So
Yeah, I get that, Gabe. In high school, I used to skip a lot of school, and I would only show up to class when I had friends there, as well as what Nathan said. But I feel like the connections I have in this class specifically, I noticed that a lot of us sit in the same seat every single time we're at class. So I've made a lot of connections with the people I sit next to, and that kind of excites me and makes me have extra motivation to show up.
Yes, that's same as me. I feel like when I make connections, more close connection, be interacting more time with people or with other students makes me to feel more comfortable and more motivation to contribute with them and also to make more connections with them.
And there's another study claiming that friendship can positively impact students and their academic performance with GPA, providing emotional support, reducing stress, and improved focus. And this brings up the question on how making connections has benefited you academically and improving your grades. And for me, it's helped me with solving problems and assignments but the major way that has improved my academic performance is having connections in class is just the overall enjoyment. When you enjoy something, you're going to end up working harder on it and putting more effort into it. So I was wondering if any of you guys had that same feeling also.
me personally, I've had sort of a similar experience. When I have a friend in a class, it makes it so there's that sort of camaraderie with that person. They know what I'm going through, I know what they're going through. We can complain together, we can vent to each other, we can do all that together, and it makes us feel closer and connected and stronger together because we have that connection, we have that common ground area of struggle and experience, shared experience. So yeah, I would say yes.
Yeah, I feel the same thing. I feel like, especially in group projects, if I am in group projects with friends, I do feel like that connection provided us a motivation to work harder and thereby improving our grade because we knew each other, we had shared experiences, like you said.
I guess going again off of what you said, because of the shared experience and being friends with people in a group setting, because you and going a little bit off of what Nathan said, because you have grown to like these people as individuals, you want to also work well with these individuals. That way you can all benefit from both the experience and the grade that is being attached to the assignment or whatever it may be. So I think it's sort of like a positive feedback loop where because you like each other, you work harder, and you work harder because you like each other. So.
Yeah, no, I see that with this group too. We also have we have differences and similarities. You and me, Gabe, we both live in Arkansas, so that was really cool. And then me and Nathan, we both graduated high school around the same time, so that's pretty cool. And Kate and we're both in clubs. That's what I can think about our similarities. And so I guess those can also provide less stress because we kind of relate to each other in one way. And this, I guess this is a group project. This has really benefited, like, how easy it is to flow, how you were saying.
Yeah, like, if you think about it, when we first started as a group, we were all very hesitant to work together. We were all kind of quiet and reserved. And now we're at a point where we work better, we communicate more, we are more open and able to communicate our needs, both academically and personally and stuff like that. So I think that connection has really helped us grow into our group and helped us become more productive and efficient in our work ethic and the quality of our work as well. So
Yeah, and I feel like the pressure from like your grade affects everyone else's grade also really adds on to it. So I feel like I work harder on the projects where like it's everyone's grades connected rather than like just myself, because I know I have other people relying on me.
Certain amount of responsibility
Yeah.
when you're working with groups, and even more so when you like the people that you're working with, because you don't want to let them down by not doing your part. So you have that added sense of responsibility.
Okay, so this brings up the question on how we can make connections in class. And does anyone have any experience they've had where they've made connections and had like experiences where it's benefited them? Or any advice on making connections in class?
Well, there's certainly a very sweet spot just after class ends, but before everyone leaves, where you can really have that time. It's been successful a couple times where I've been able to go up to people and be like, hey, talk about some stuff, or ask for some contact information, or just kind of friendly with some people after class, and that's a great time because I just find people are not focused on anything else. They're kind of in this limbo state before they leave, and I think it's a very sweet spot. Also, breaks are great, but usually people are on their phones or something. But yeah, there's certainly times around class where you can talk to people.
I think you make lifelong friendships in school, and I've had experiences where I've met like my best friends in classes. I didn't know them at first, and I was really shy to talk to them, and like they're gonna be the people that are gonna be my bridesmaids because I love them so much. And I feel like that first initial connection in class is very nice to have, because especially in high school you change and you grow, and you could carry on those friendships throughout college.
Going off of what Kaden was saying earlier, I also think that conversely, before class would be an excellent time to communicate. I noticed that for me personally, waiting for our small group communication class, for an example, I tend to stand outside the door and wait like 5 to 10 minutes before class starts, and I've noticed that's a period of time when a lot of people are open to communicate and talk to you, maybe talk about what we might be doing today, how our individual projects and assignments are doing, what we did for last class, stuff like that. And a lot of times those conversations start out that way, but then they can sort of blossom into more of a personal conversation where disclosure is present, and that sort of layer of forming a friendship starts to develop. So I find that as well. Yeah.
Yes. I had a experience with one of my classmates from high school in Mexico. So I had connection with her for about more than 20 years. So even she is in Mexico, we continue conversing by phone, and it's very nice to come with her in bad moments. I feel like sometimes when I have difficult moments not too fun, I have more confidence to talk with her than my family. So I think it's very nice to make connection in class, that kind of connections, hard connections. Yes.
Yeah, and I'd say I have advice: just be the person who says something first, right, instead of waiting for the other person, because they're probably waiting for you to say something too. that's everything for this episode. Thank you everyone for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye everyone.
Bye.